Let's try to look at how to insert uh, objects. You may be told to insert objects in Microsoft Excel. For starters, you go to the menu or the start menu bar. Then you look for all apps. You may go to Microsoft. Under Microsoft, you go to Microsoft. When we reach Microsoft Office, look for Microsoft Excel. When you have reached Microsoft Excel, then deep inside you have now having a blank workbook. Onto that workbook, you can rename the sheets by double clicking on the sheet. Then you can put your name as object, so that this page could be a little different from other pages. You can say object. When you have reached on object, you have renamed that, so this other stay in their names. Then we go to object. You can go to insert onto these are our toolbars. Onto the toolbar, you go to the menu bar. Onto menu bar, go to toolbars. Inside the toolbars, look for, these are the toolbars under insert. Then go to objects. When you reach objects, click on objects. Then it will ask you to put a bitmap image or a Microsoft equation, a Microsoft graphic chart. You choose any you want, but for starters we shall put what we call bitmap image. A bitmap image helps you or will allow you to draw your own object. You can draw whatever you want. You can draw a house, you can draw anything, a car, using tools that you have been given. You understand? So briefly, when we go here, we can say okay, we are going to look at bitmap image. Then you say okay. When you have reached there, the bitmap image will prompt another window, or this window will help you to draw. When you have reached here, it will show bitmap image in book 3. Well, we are having file, home, view. So you go to home. When you click home, you will be prompted with a lot of items. Or still on file, you will be prompted with a lot of items, but on home, still we are getting these other tools. So when we have got these tools, it will be all up to you to do what you feel like you feel like doing, or that you've been told to do. Mainly for those in exams, these are some of the nitty-gritties that you need to understand. In here, let's try to draw maybe a house. We have what we call select. Select will enable you to select a particular piece in your photo or in your image. Then we have what we call rotator. Rotator will rotate any image to any angle. In here, we have what we call resizer or resize. It will enlarge or shrink your image. We have what we call a pencil. It will help you to draw. Then a rubber or a laser. We have fill color, or we have text. We have what we call a color picker, and we have a magnifier that may zoom your. So you may definitely do it by by shapes, or you may do it using your hand. Let's try to draw. I've picked this pencil. Let me try to draw something here. Something of this kind. You may draw anything using your hand. You may pick a rubber in case you want to rub. In case you may need to rub. It may look like an old house. So you may pick a rubber. So in here we are trying to have maybe a structure of a very old house. If it's you're done with this, we are trying to come up with something that is understandable. So these are what we call bitmap images. For you, you may decide either to draw a flower, you may decide to draw a boy. It's all up to you, whatever that you may feel like doing. So if we are done with our house, we can as well come and pick color. You may uh, pick a certain uh, color that you may feel like. You may pick any form of color that briefly you may feel uh, so important to you. Now, what has happened? It's that some pieces are not so closed. If I've not closed them, it means my color will end up going to different parts. But the ones which are closed well, you see, I may apply any color onto them. I may apply any type of color to them if they are really closed. So upon that, I may say this is what I've done with when it comes to trying to do a bitmap image. You may have something of this nature, or you may try to change according to the way you may feel like. So briefly, when you are trying to make the bitmap images, you need to be very curious of what you're trying to do. But briefly, I may have this as my bitmap image. Therefore, those are the simple steps of creating a bitmap image. Thank you.